So this week I have a pattern release. I also have made some new designs that have recently come out. I've made a few oldies that I'm just trying to market prep. I want to share with you my new designs I'm working on. I also want to announce a tester call today. I am having a tester call for my standing cow. Well, hello my crafty friends, and welcome back to another Friday video. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is April, and I am the creator and the designer behind the Cozy Buckeye. The Cozy Buckeye is a passion I have for crochet that became a business 14 years ago, where I started doing markets, selling my finished products. And I've also been on Etsy now for 12 years. Hard to believe, 12 years, wow. On this channel, I just love to share my makes with you. I like to do roundup videos. I love to find the newest patterns and share them with you. I just really love to support this crochet community. And in the fall, I will be doing markets to sell off the inventory I've been making. I also design patterns, so I like to share with you my newest makes and designs. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. I would love to have you join my family here. So this week I have a pattern release. I also have made some new designs that have recently come out. I've made a few oldies that I'm just trying to market prep. I want to share with you my new designs I'm working on. That's pretty much it, you guys. It's been kind of a busy week for me. I have been trying to balance life a little better. It's always a work in progress there, the balance of life. It's hard being a mom and a wife and having 5 kids and a grandkid and a small business working at home with a house full of people, which is becoming more and more difficult for me, honestly, if I'm just being real. So I have been this week working on my second studio space. I finally got it cleared out. It was I was using it before to store inventory and like miscellaneous things, extra yarn and such, and then it became someone's bedroom, so I kind of had to move things out of there, and I have my work cut out for me. But I've been working on a studio space, a second studio space where it's more quiet. I have a new desk to share with you, not this week, but I'm like working on putting some furniture together. So in maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to have a video where I share this new space with you. So I'm kind of working on that this week. I'm excited about that. With the dogs and, you know, just my daughter's been home from her knee surgery, and it's summer and the kids are all home, and my husband's been home, you guys, from work since January. His knee surgery has been a challenge for us. He's getting better though. It's just, I don't know if he'll ever be the same. So the injury that he had is just, it's hard, you know, it's life. So we're dealing with that, and I just need like a quieter space where I can work. I really, really need that for my sanity. And so I can really just, writing and designing takes concentration, and when there's so much noise, I get distracted really easily. So it's hard to, and I mean, people who have been on the crochet retreat with me know, like, I cannot talk and crochet at the same time. I really struggle with that. So when there's noise around me and I'm trying to work, it's hard. So anyway, that was a rant. But that's life, you guys. That's what's going on in this small business of mine right now. And I'm trying to pivot and adapt and keep going, because I really do love what I do. I just need to make things work better for me. So that's what we're doing. This week, though, I do have a pattern release I'm really excited to share with you. I have been working with my testers this week for my mini cow, and I shared it with you last week. I did the tester call, but I have 3 options in this pattern. This is the mini cow. This is the plain version. You are going to have just color changes for the ears and the feet, and then you have a little fringe here on the back of the tail. You color change the snout, or is it a snout or nose? I guess it's a, is it? I don't know. A nose? Well, we're calling it a nose today. Then we have some color changes for the horns. I like to use sinker eyes on my designs. These are 18 millimeter and this is Elise Voluto, so it works up a little bit smaller with Elise Voluto. With Burnett, it's going to be a little bit bigger. I did make one. It's kind of wild. I made it with some Premier Basics tie-dye, which might be just slightly larger. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. And then Burnett would be just a little bit bigger than that. But this, I mean, you can have fun and change colors with this pattern. I've also made a spotted version, so there's 3 versions. There's a plain, a spotted, which you get a color change for the eye spot and the ear. And then there's a spot here on the back. You do color changes on the feet. And then of course you have the horns and the nose. Everything is no-sew on these 3 patterns. And then I have a Highland. The Highland, you can simply do the baubles like on this one, or there's a tutorial for no-sew horns, which is very similar to my Cash the Market Cow. I created a fun way to make it no-sew. I just love coming up with ideas for making patterns no-sew, because market prepping, I mean, if we love to crochet and we're gonna make money at it, it's good to be able to do it quickly in order to maximize our profits. So no-sew maximizes those profits in a way that when you're taking the time to sew parts on, it just takes longer. So I really do love the no-sew patterns. I can sew, and I have sewn crochet for years. I mean, my hats, that's all I did was sew. So I'm good at it, but it doesn't mean I love it. I prefer patterns that are no-sew. Some patterns you have to sew. It changes the design if you try to make it no-sew. So it's okay. I do also love sewing patterns, but you cannot always make as much money when you have to take the time to sew things on. So I have just been really enjoying coming up with ways to make things no-sew. The ears are no-sew, they're worked into the round. The tail is no-sew. I have you take the tail at the end and kind of tack the tail down a little bit. But you know, this pattern's very quick. It's very, very quick. It's so small. I mean, you get my ruler. So this pattern, we're not going to include the tail, okay, is about 4 inches with the nose, okay? So it's pretty tiny. I feel like the Cash the Cow is probably about 6 inches, I would imagine, but it's just adorable. These I think I will sell for $14. I will have this pattern on Etsy today. It releases today, so it's going to be available, and it's going to be regular price is $6, but for this weekend only you can get it 25% off. And have fun with the colors, because I mean, you saw the tie-dye I made. I've also made, I mean, you could do little strawberry cows, you could do a little chocolate. I mean, my testers have done some cute patterns. They've used some brown tweed in Burnett, which is really cute. Black cows, solid black cows. There's so many options. I mean, you could Google cows and get some ideas for colors as well, but you could also do some fun pink and blue. You could do like a light blue and then a dark blue spot, light purple, dark purple spot. There's so many options. But in looking at this cow, I did want to share with you guys, I broke another eye. Luckily, I had some others made that were the same, so I went to crank it down, and it just snapped. I hate that this has probably happened maybe 2 or 3 times to me in the last couple of years, so it's not bad, but like it's never good when this happens, especially if you only have one eye of that color. Fortunately, I had an extra pair, so then, you know, now I have like a, you know, a cyclops, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if I make these again and can match them, but I mean, what are you gonna do with this? I guess if I have another one, I could make 2 different colored eyes. So anyway, I hate when that happens, and I either use my Crochet Mojo or I use this, which you can find this on Amazon. This thing's great. Sometimes the Crochet Mojo, I have to be really careful because if I use it a lot, it starts to hurt like right here. So you guys, if you have one and you're feeling thumb pain, it's probably from that. So you have to push it down really hard, and it hurts my thumb, and then you have to release it, and it's kind of hard to release, so it hurts. Okay, so I have to be careful with that one. So I've really been using this one more. I use both, don't get me wrong, but when I use the other one, I have to be careful, and when I release it and push it, I try to use both thumbs together for like extra support so it doesn't hurt, and that seems to work. But this one takes like no effort. It's so easy to use, and it doesn't hurt your hand. You put the back of the eye here, put the top of the eye here, and you just snap it in. It's amazing. So I will link this in the description. If you guys want to check out the Crochet Mojo, I'll link that one as well. But anyway, sometimes you will break an eye. It happens. And so what else do I have? I have a pattern test I did for Stacy. I want to share that with you. This is the pint-sized Gator from her Pint Size Pals. This is by Stacy at Apple Tree Boutique. She's also Stacy Makes here on YouTube, and if you didn't know, she's my bestie. We love to support each other and make each other's patterns, and this one is just so good. Like, I love how she's made this chubby little body, and the face turned out so cute. I ended up using Elise Voluto in like a mint color. I looked at all, you guys, when I do a pattern test, sometimes I'm like the last one. Usually most days I'm most test. With Stacy, I am like last minute getting my test done, so I was able to look at all of the other colors from everyone else, and I wanted to do something different, so I picked this mint color, and then this is just the darker green that Elise Voluto offers. And these are some of the eyes that I made using the Intense Chameleon powder. I used the green in here, so if I can find it. I hope I'm not lying. I might be lying. Nope, I was right. It's this green right here. I don't know if you can see that, but this is it's just called green, and I just really love it. It's simple. I didn't put any glitter or anything in it. And when you don't, you can really see it shift. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it shift, but like when you move it back and forth, it kind of turns to blue a little bit. I don't know if it shows as well on camera, but it does shift from green to blue, which is just fun. I almost put a blue, whatever these are, but I decided to go with the darker green. And I just think it's so cute. It turned out really nice. This pattern, it's no-sew. You start in the front, you make the legs ahead of time, and then you start in the front, and then you crochet the legs in, and then you surface crochet this on at the end. But it is just so adorable. I love the way she did the feet too. Look at the little feet. She's got little toe beans on the feet, and all the legs are the same, so it just turned out so cute. I love the face, so good job, Stacy. This pattern is now released. I will link it in the description. I don't know. Oh, I can really see the blue now on the eyes. I just really like this resin. I actually need to make more eyes, you guys. That's something that's on my list this week. I'm starting to run a little bit low. So Let's see if we can get some eyes made. I'm really trying to focus on that upstairs right now, getting that ready. But so this is the pint-sized gator by Stacy. You guys go check it out. Very cute. All right. So the next pattern I made, oh my goodness, you guys, I love it. So Kelly at Poggy's Place has done it again. She came out with her mini kitties Critterlings, which these little tiny patterns are just so cute. I mean, look at how small it is. I'm gonna put all of these on keychains. I have not done it yet. But this pattern released, I think like a week ago. It's $8.99 and you get 16 patterns. Siamese, a puff, a short hair, a tabby, a tux, a patches, a solid, a calico, a spot, carrier, mini bed, feather wand, fish, toy, yarn ball, milk, fish bowl, food bowl. So you get 16 different patterns with this. It works up so fast. Like, I can't even tell you how fast this little kitty works up. You start at the top and you work in the round. The tail's done in the round. Then you have the bobbles, and then, you know, you have the little, I think this is a puff stitch. No, is it a bobble? It might be a puff stitch. And then the ears you surface crochet on. It is so quick. So quick. So I was like, I want to make these and share them. So I made this little guy, which is the solid. And then I made, and these were all made in scrap yarn. I think this was made with Premier Parfait Plush. This was made with Sweet Snuggles Light. And then this is Elise Voluto for the patch. I used 12mm eyes on all of these. You guys, I feel like a teenager. My voice is squeaking. So I did my eye embroidery on these. Sorry. Looks so good when you add the little touch of the eye embroidery. So I did this one. There is a tabby. I really love this one. I love doing the orange. So this is Sweet Snuggles Light, and then this darker orange is Elise Voluto. I was just going through scraps, you guys. You could use very little bits of yarn to make these because they are just so little. I mean, so tiny. And then I made the calico, which, adorable. I want to make more of these because I feel like these little keychains would just fly off. I mean, really. You could even do a pink kitty. This is also Sweet Snuggles Light. You guys, I'm just trying to work through my scraps. I'm always trying to work through my scraps because those scraps, they just come out of nowhere. You know, you're making these big projects and then you have little bits of yarn, and I just try to always use those up for these little tiny projects. And then I did another, I think this is a patch kitty, maybe. There's two that are very similar. One of them's spot, one of them's patch. I'm not really sure which one, but they're very similar. This one is just basically a little bit more than the ear, and then this one has, so this one's probably spot, and this one's probably patch, but don't hold me to that. But they are just adorable. I love this pattern. I also made one in Burnett because I wanted to share with you like how much bigger it will be than, like, this is this Premier Parfait Plush, and then this is that one chunky Burnett. This Burnett is really thick, so that's how much bigger it comes out. This is the solid version in the plush in the Critterlings, and I wanted to share with you guys the difference in size. This is the perfect pack that she offers and how much bigger it is. So I wanted to share that with you so you could see. This is also a great pattern that she sells. It came out a while ago, sometime last year, and a lot of people sell this one. So this little critters pack is bigger, but this one is $13.99, and you also get 16 patterns with this pack. And a lot of people sell these for $10, and I am going to try to attempt to sell these for 10 with keychains, so we'll see. I think they'll fly off. Usually these keychains do really well for me at the festival the 2 festivals that I sell at, so we'll give it a try. I did make the bed for the little mini, and I think it's just so sweet. How cute is that? I thought about just making a couple little beds and selling them like this. I don't know, we'll see. I might just put them all on keychains, but there are options. So cute. I'm definitely gonna be making more of these. I like them a lot. And I made, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 of those. So you guys, it's fun. And then I wanted to share this to show you guys what it would look like if it was bigger. So this one's fun too. So cute. Love these, Kelly. And I was on a roll, you know, I had my scraps out, so I was like, I'm gonna make the elephant again. Her little elephant, Critterlings, is just so cute. This is done in Premier Basics chenille. This is, no, yes, this is the Mama Made Minis gray, and it's so soft. It looks so cute. I did the little eye embroidery. So this is, I think, her original Critterlings pack that she came out with. I think this is the very first one. This is the super starter pack that she launched, I think. I don't even know. I think it's been a while ago, but I think it was last year. There's 30 in this pack and 30 different characters, you guys. So if you're looking for a great keychain pattern pack, I think this is it. This is a good one. I mean, there's so many things you can get in this pack. Let's see. 30 different animals. That's crazy.
There were little rubber caps on this. Did you take them off?
No. Did they fall off? Well, that was Abby. We recently bought this for Pip. It is a training collar. I bought this on Amazon. I don't know if you guys have ever used this. Pip gets so crazy, and she has been biting on Barrett's face, and she just won't stop biting on his jaws. And poor Barrett is so sweet. So we thought we'd try a training collar to get her, like, attention off of biting, because when we say no, it doesn't do anything, and we're constantly putting her in her kennel. And so this is actually working. I mean, I don't really like want to shock her, and we don't typically shock her. We use the vibration mostly, or like the beep, but you know, I'm not saying we haven't used the shock, but it does work, and it keeps her it is working on training her to stop biting the other dog. And you know, but you have to do it while they're biting. You can't like do it and say no. I don't know. Training a puppy like her has been a challenge, you guys. This is another stress for me right now, and I was just so used to my old lady dog that just sleeps all the time and just hung out, and she played a little bit here and there, but this dog is just high energy 24/7. You have to like constantly keep your eyes on her. She chews up everything. I mean, she has chewed up cords, you know, yarn. I turn around for 2 seconds, and if I'm not careful, she's just shredded all of my yarn balls all over the place, and they're in 50 different knots. Like, this dog is a lot, and I've never had a dog like her. So we're doing our best to train her, and I've never had to use something like this before. I know like some of my friends have, and it's worked really well for them, but I don't know, don't come at me, please. I'm doing the best I can with what I can for this dog. I love her and we're trying to help her learn better behaviors. So anyway, I don't even know where I was at before Abby came in here. What were we talking about? The elephant. We were talking about the elephant, right? This starter pack from Poggy's Place has 30 different Critterlings. It is so much fun to make all of these little keychains, basically. These I think would be great for your little, what are they? The claw machines? These would be great for the claw machines. They're just amazing little patterns. I don't know, you could put these in mystery boxes, you can make them keychains. They're inexpensive to sell, so I think they just fly off and they're so adorable. I want to make some more of these. I just haven't really done it this year. I really like all of Kelly's designs. They all sold really well for me last year. I need to get out my inventory, you guys, and see what I have. So once I get the upstairs all done, that's one of the things I plan on doing, is getting some things out. I need to go through my inventory and see what little Critterlings I need to make for my markets, and I need to price stuff. So we're going to be doing that soon. So anyway, this is the Critterlings pack, you guys. Check it out. It's one of my favorites. I love Kelly's patterns. She does a good job. And she's really sweet. So go check it out. So this is one that I made. And then of course, you know, I'm scrap busting. So I'm like, I'm going to make one of my cat swings. So this is my design. This is a yarn that is just horrible. I have scraps of this orange that are so stiff. And I am going to try to use it because why not? And I thought I'm just going to make an orange cat. I don't know if I will put this on a swing, maybe, because this is Elise Voluto size on a swing. And this is this Burnett. It's much bigger. I don't know. Could you do $10 or $12 for this? This one would be 10. I don't know. I think I'm going to do the swings 12 because, you know, they're a little bit more detailed than some of my other swings. So I think all of the cats will be 12. We'll see how they sell. I just love this pattern so much. My cat swings, I think they will fly off. I can't wait to see how they sell. I did make the cat swing. You do have options. There are 6 different cats you can make. You can make a solid, a tabby, a patchy, a Siamese, a calico, and a tuxedo. And you can use bigger yarn and make just a plush, or you can use a smaller yarn and make a keychain or a swing, and they are meant for markets. The ears, I created a really cute technique to make the ears stick up, and they're done in the round. Everything's done in the round, so it's all no-sew. Love this little cat. And of course, you guys know, anytime I mention one of my patterns on here, I will have it 25% off. So if you haven't had a chance to grab this one yet, it will be on sale this weekend. All right, so that is my pattern, the Swinging Cat Keychains pattern. Very cute. And then, okay, you guys, this next one, oh my goodness. So Shannon at Snuggle Beans Crochet is just like a wizard, okay? Her patterns are always just so cute, and the sploots that she designed have always been a favorite of not only mine, but so many of us creators love the sploots. Well, she's come out with the minis, okay? I've shared all the minis that she had come up with, and then now I've got the new set that she has released. So I wanted to start with making one this week. I'm going to try to make one each week. But for now, we started with the bunny. Oh my goodness, Minnie Beans the bunny. This pattern, oh my goodness, you guys, how sweet is this cute little bunny? Can I just say, I absolutely love it. And I added a little bit of embroidery, gave it a little bit of a smirk. I did not have like a safety nose, so I embroidered the nose, but I also used these eyes that I made. These are 25mm eyes, and they have some chameleon flakes that are pink inside of the blue, so I just love how it complements the pink. And it has a little floof for the butt, little tail is just adorable. This pattern, you sew the ears to the head and you have to sew the head to the body, but you do make the arms and the legs ahead of time, and the tail, and you crochet all of that in. I just am obsessed with this. Okay, I'm obsessed. It is just precious. And I have a lot of pink and purple, and there's so much pink and purple. I'm going to try to start doing a few more pink and purple plushies because I just have so much and I need to work my way through it. I feel like I use a lot of browns and blacks and creams because I like animals to be in their natural color typically. But a pink bunny, I mean, come on, is that not the cutest? I just love it so much. It is just adorable. And when I did the smirk this time, I pulled the yarn and it kind of like did some face shaping when I did that, and I just love how it looks. It is adorable, I must say. Shannon, you've done it again. You are just amazing. This Beans the Bunny pattern by itself is $4.34. I think I would probably sell this one for, I'm wanting to say like 26 or 8. It is, I know it's little, but it is a lot of work and it's so cute. I think it would definitely get $28. She also released, this time she released a fox, a wolf, a deer, along with a bunny. If you want to buy all 4, you can get them for $11.57. The skill level for this pattern is an intermediate. This pattern is just adorable, you guys. I think it's this, they're all, I always say they're always my favorite, but they really are. And I brought out some of the other minis I've already made because I wanted to share with you some of her other ones, but she's done her mini Darth, I think that's the name of this one. And that was fun. It turned out really cute. So this is mini Darth. And then she's done mini Dippy. Dippy the Dino. And then she's done her little unicorn, which I love this one. I added some fur around the hooves for this one, but this one is just, oh. And the yarn I used on this one is an Elise Voluto fuzzy yarn. It's skinnier. Which one is that? I forget what the name of it is. I'll look it up. But it just turned out so cute. And the eyes I made, and I just striped different colors of resin. And then I made Toothless. Toothless is so cute. I know this one's gonna sell so fast. I probably should try to make more of this one. I know a lot of people try to have several Toothless because Toothless is a really popular character that sells. But all of these little minis are just so sweet, and I can't wait to make the others. I've seen Robin at Knotting Hook Crochet and Heather at Cottontail Crafts make these, and they are just adorable. Recently I saw the deer from Robin, and I really want to make that one next. I think it's turned out so cute. So you'll probably see another one next week, and just give her lots of support. I think she definitely has some great patterns, and they're all just amazing. So what else have I made? Let's see. I made a new pattern that came out recently. This is the Cuddly Kitty by Green Frog Crochet, and like I said, I'm trying to work through some purple and pink yarn. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a purple kitty. What do you guys think of my purple kitty? I think this color is a lot of fun. This is a color from Elise Voluto, which you guys know, I mention it every week. I'm an affiliate for Hobby Shoppy, and if you are interested in trying out this yarn, if you click on my link, it will be no cost to you, but it just gives me a little bit of a kickback. And if you buy from Hobby Shoppy, they ship from Turkey, but if you spend $100, you get free shipping. Okay, so this pattern is by Green Frog Crochet. You guys know I've talked about this designer. I love this designer's work. She is very talented. Her patterns are amazing. This is her newest. Well, I think she's come out with another one that I might share next week too, but this is her newest cat pattern. It comes with 4 cats. You get a Siamese / ragdoll, a bicolor kitty, a calico kitty, and a solid kitty. So there's 4 cats, and this is her Reverie Cat series, the Cuddly Kitties. This designer has 157,000 sales on Etsy, you guys. She's been on there for 7 years. You know the patterns are good. They are just amazing. This pattern, you make the arms, legs, tail, ears separately. You make the head. You do have to sew on the ears, but it's so easy to do. You make the body and you crochet the feet, the tail, the arms into the body, and then you sew the head to the body. This is made separately and you tie it on at the end. There is a little bit of embroidery. You do some whiskers. I added some eyebrows. There's some face shaping in this pattern. You do a little bit of a belly button. Her little feet and toe beans are cute, the way she does those. This pattern's really cute. I like it. I want to try to make some others because, you know, cats always sell. I think this would be a great little kitty for a little girl. It's so cute. But anyway, Tuyan is a very good designer and her patterns are always excellent. So I keep saying I want to make one of her dolls in worsted weight yarn, but I have yet to do it. I really want to get to that. Hopefully soon. You guys, I've just been so busy, and the plush yarn is just so much quicker to work with. So hopefully I'll get to that because I do like to make at least like 1 or 2 a year. And so far this year I've not. But anyway, what do you guys think of this one? Very cute. Do you like the purple, or would you rather see cats in cat colors? How do you feel about it? Because I have so much purple, so much pink. What should I make? You guys have any ideas? What do you make with purple and pink? Other than, like, I know you can do strawberry themed things and that sells really well, but what about purple? Let me know. So this pattern is by Green Frog Crochet, the Cuddly Kitty. All right. I do want to do a little bit of housekeeping really quick. Last week, you guys, I was talking about this, this chicken, and this is a chicken by Oak and Marlowe. I don't know why. I think my mom calls these senior moments, but I was calling this somebody else's, and I just wanted to apologize and just set the record straight. This is a pattern by Oak and Marlowe. Everyone was probably listening to that laughing at me or going, what is wrong with her? You guys, so many things right now, so many things. I am so stressed out with everything going on and my brain is just fried. So it's no wonder I said the wrong name, but I don't ever want to do that. I want to give credit where credit is due. I just feel so bad that I did not say the right name. So Oak and Marlowe, everybody knows this chicken is Oak and Marlowe's chicken. This is a great market make and deserves the correct recognition. So I did want to apologize for that. I don't think I've done that before. I mean, I've been on here for over 2 years and I think that might have been a first. Maybe, maybe not. maybe second, but like it happens. So this is a chicken by Oak and Marlowe, and I wanted to apologize. All right, so done with that. Had to clear the air there. So I have just a couple more things. They're repeats. I made a few more of the Tice, the turtles by Tara at Old Soul Factory. You guys, look at what I did with the eyes though. I added this little bit of embroidery on the top of the eyes, and I just think it's so cute. I might have to go back and do this on all of them, but when you do that, you have to make sure that the part of the sinker eye is facing this way, and then put the embroidery at the top. I just think it's so stinking cute. This turtle just looks derpy. And this is also the eyes from the Intense Chameleon powder. I just think these eyes are so cute. And I don't know if you can see, but they do shift to blue. And they are so cool. It's like a blue-green. But this pattern's fun. I used Premier Basics tie-dye and Premier Basics chenille. Bright. It's not bright. This is the Mama Made Minis, I think. But it's just, it works up so fast and it's so cute. These I'm going to sell for $15. If I make these in Big Twist Plush, I sell them for $20. But I just think these are going to be so popular. They were last year. And I like to have a bunch of turtles made. I think I have a whole tote where I just keep throwing turtles in. And here pretty soon I'm going to get it out and have to start pricing it. But this is one that I did. So cute. And then this is another. This is also Premier Basics chenille. And I did the eyes that way. Again, I think that's going to be my new thing. It's just adorable. How cute is that? And then I use the tie-dye on the top. I just love this one. It's so cute with the purple. Purple's like my favorite color, you guys. So anyway, two more Tice the Turtles by Old Soul Factory. This pattern, I think she sells for $3.99. Yeah, $3.99. Great market make. If you guys are making fins separately, what are you doing? Try this pattern. It's so quick. You make the head ahead of time, you crochet across the head, set it aside, you make the shell, and then when you're color changing into the body color, you crochet the head in, and then these fins are worked in the round. It's amazing. I love it. So fast. I've been talking about this pattern for a while, so you guys should know. And then this has been a pattern that I like to just use scraps on, and I just can't seem to stop making it. So I made two more of the little free patterns. This is a free pattern on Instagram. This is the LMS Art turtle that literally works up so fast, and it's a great scrap buster. So I made two more of those. I love this one. So this one you make the head ahead of time, and then same, like you do the shell, and then when you color change to the body, you crochet the head in. I, on pretty much every turtle, tack the head up when it is crocheted like that. So two more of those. So those will be added to my inventory. And then I also want to announce a tester call today. I am having a tester call for my standing cow. So go head over to Instagram to apply. You will be testing. We have the plain cow. We have the Highland cow. And we have the spotted cow. This pattern test, you will have to make a hat and overalls. I want everything tested, and a chicken. So if you're picked, you will have to make at least one cow and, you know, the hat and the overalls and the chicken. I'm going to pick, there's going to be 3 different groups, like one group per cow. And if you want to make others, you can, but like you will at least need to make one with the clothes. I think with this pattern, I'm just sticking with the overalls, but in a pattern coming up, I might do like a dress or something. For this one, I'm just going to stick with the overalls. But I just love it. The hat's interchangeable with the other standing patterns. It is so cute. I can't wait to see what you guys think of this cow and how it's received by everyone. I just love it. So this particular pattern, you make the arms ahead of time, and then you make the legs, and then you crochet, you start the body from the second leg, and then you crochet the arms in. The head is no sew. You just have to sew the head onto the body. So the ears are no sew, the horn, the muzzle, the nose, whatever, is all no sew, and then you sew it onto the body. These are eyes that I hand painted. These are 30mm eyes on a Burnett blanket cow, and then these are 25mm eyes on a Annalise Voluto cow. And then this is a Premier Parfait chunky Highland, and I just love how little it is. And these are 20mm eyes. It is just so cute. The only other thing I'll have to wrap up is the horn tutorial for this. I might be able to use the tutorial for cash. I just have to decide if it's the right, if I need to redo it, or if that would be okay. I think it'll be okay just to use that tutorial if nothing has changed as far as the horns. So unless I want them bigger, I don't know. We'll see. If I want them bigger, I have to change them, which I think they might be bigger, so I think I'm going to have to change the tutorial for it. But I just really love this one. I hope you guys do too. So go head over to Instagram for this pattern test. I'm excited. All right. I guess that's it for this week. I do have a giveaway winner, and I am gonna put the message up on the screen that they wrote me. This week's giveaway winner is gonna go to Sens Yarn Tales. She writes, I love the mini versions, especially when you turn them into keychains. I really admire the confidence you have in your own company and patterns. The way you share other people's patterns shows how much confidence you have in your own patterns and the love you have for sharing what other people are making. This world has become a me world, but you show love and respect to others. Keep up the great work. That's like the best compliment I've received in a long time, and I'm glad that you recognize that, because I really do love sharing other people's work on this channel and supporting this community. I feel like the more we support each other, the more we grow together. So that's always been important to me, and it's really helped not only my channel, but it's helped support other creators as well by supporting each other. So thank you so much for recognizing that. You are this week's giveaway winner, and I will respond to your comment and let you know, and all I need you to do is send me an email and let me know your pattern choice, and I'll send it right over to you. Every single week I give away a free pattern. All you need to do to apply for this giveaway is to leave me a comment and let me know what you liked about this week's video. Give me some ideas for what you'd like to see coming up. I am going to be working on some more minis, mini market makes, so let me know. I was watching Granny by Nature's channel, and Maddie said she'd really love to see the red panda, so maybe I'll make that for you, Maddie. But all of the market makes I have, I think would be great minis, but I'm open to other suggestions if you guys have any suggestions. Also, standing patterns. What would you like to see coming up? Now that I'm getting to the cow, what's next? What would you guys like to see next? So I can also pretty much turn any of my market makes into a standing pattern. I also would like to do a red panda for the standing pattern. So maybe I'll focus on red pandas next. Who knows? Who knows? I think somebody sent me, and I wish I could, maybe I'll find them, but a message on Instagram how red pandas stand up and walk sometimes, and I think that would be cute because they have like a belly patch, which I don't know about the belly patch, you guys. All those color changes in the belly. It when you're working in the round, there's always, adjustments and stuff, and I don't want to sew it. Like I want to keep things minimal with sewing. So we'll see what happens, but the red panda is one I'd like to try maybe next. Okay, I guess that's it. That is it. I hope you guys have a good week. I will be busy doing tests and hopefully crocheting some new designs from some creators. I need to get out there and try to find some new patterns. I know I have a whole bunch of patterns, but I like to find new stuff. So what are the newest patterns that have released that I need to make? I would love to know some ideas. So let me know, you guys. Give me some tips. And I guess that's it. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. And I guess I'll see you guys next week. Bye. What is that? Is that for you? Ooh. Oh, do you love it? Do you love it? It's so nice. Is that for you? Ready to go night-night? Beautiful green eyes. So with all that said, I have some patterns to share with you. I have a new release. Okay, so let me pull this up. How does my computer lock that quick? And then I also made, you know, I hate when I speak. I try to clear my throat like before I start talking, but it never fails. I always start working stuff up. It's disgusting. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna also try to sell some stuff. I've decided just to donate some things, but I also would like to try to figure out a way. I was talking to my husband. He's like, "You're not gonna use all that yarn," and I'm like, "I know." But they came from family members, so I can't just give it to the Goodwill. I just don't feel right about that. I feel like I should give it somewhere that it's a good cause. Some of it I do want to try to sell, but like, because some of it I have bought that I'm not using, but I would like to find a good home for some of this yarn. I do want to keep some, but like, I can't keep all of it. I don't want my house being overtook with yarn, okay? Like, I have never been one that likes a lot of clutter, and right now my house is so cluttered with stuff, and I have been a serial crafter for years, and I don't use a lot of my supplies anymore, so I think it's time to get rid of some of this stuff, and I've started boxes where I'm getting rid of things currently, so, no. That's a tangent. You guys, I just went off on another tangent about, you know, seeing what I have upstairs. It turned into all this frog just, thanks for sticking with me in my rants and my chatter. Do you guys like the chatter? I don't know. Do you like videos that are to the point of the patterns, or do you like to sit and listen to people ramble? I don't know. I kind of am a little bit of both. I really like to see inspiration, but it is interesting to hear what's going on in people's lives, I guess. I don't know. You let me know how you feel about the personal stuff, but I feel like all this relates to business, doesn't it? Doesn't it relate to your crochet business? Are you guys yarn hoarders too? I feel like most of us are yarn hoarders, but I feel like it's become a dirty little secret for me, and I'm about to share some of my dirty little secret in a video coming up of how much yarn is upstairs, you guys.